They're like, okay, well, anything that has to do with podcasting, that's where I post my show. That's how it goes. It's like, they don't understand really that's how it works. I mean, more often than not, that is, or like you said, were you the one who posted that thing where they go like, okay, best mic for this much money and go, and then yeah. I hate that. That's
the and go thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for recommendations on a diet and go, and it's like, what?
I'll get right on that. Hold on, let me drop what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me help.
Yep.
God. But I'd like to formally acknowledge one of our newer members who's probably not here tonight. It is actually Ryan Tucker right here. You can see it on the screen. Look at the class. Mm-hmm. Look at how classy Ryan Tucker is. Mm-hmm. I will definitely try to be around. Thanks for the ad. I host my own podcast on YouTube. Actually just posted a new episode about 2 hours ago. If you are interested, by all means, DM me and I'll send you the link, as I do not know if it is permitted to post here. Can't wait to develop a lot of new connections and ideas here.
Now, take note, everybody. Take note.
Wait, what did I reply? Yeah. I wrote, can I make this bigger? I should probably make it a little bigger. Something like that. Here we go. So I wrote, cool. Thanks for not overtly promoting your stuff.
Yeah.
And if you join the stream, I'll pull up your show on the screen, etc. All right. So how do I get this down to regular? There we go. Oh, yeah. All right. We'll join the Podcasters Lounge. One other thing is this whole thing is brought to you by Podcast Engineering School. This is my school. If you want to really learn how to engineer and produce podcasts at a professional level, that's my school. If you have any questions about it, let me know.
Mm-hmm. You're making sure to post links to that in all the groups and all the subreddits, right? Every chance you get.
I spam regularly. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I spray and pray.
Yeah.
That's what I do. This is your show, brother.
Oh yes, it is. It sure is.
Oh yeah. Here's the episodes. Here's the studio. Oh
yeah.
Haven't clicked on this in a while.
Yeah. That is an updated. I try to keep that updated as possible. It's got links to all the gear in case you want to buy anything that I use here. I keep it all right there on the page. It should be all like mostly Amazon links, some Sweetwater links, depending on where I found the best, price for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go. The about page. What's your about page? There you are.
Yeah. There I am sitting behind that nice SSL console.
Right? I was going to say that looks like an SSL. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's not you.
That's my co-host, Chris.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Chris Walker.
Yes.
All right. Well, there you go. So look, that's all you need to know. TheBillyOShow.com.
Yep.
So actually, people should go in their podcast app and subscribe. There you go.
We're on all the major ones and some of the little ones too.
Yep. So there we go. All right. Well, I'm gonna wait. What just happened?
Oh.
Was it showing your?
Yeah. Oh yeah. At least I was seeing it. Yeah.
It went black for a minute. All right. So here's what I wanted to talk about. So, wait, let me show it on the screen. So you might have heard about the International Podcast Association. Okay, look at this web. Is this the best website you've ever seen? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 words. Says a lot. Anyway, if you haven't heard about this International Podcast Association, it's something I've been working on with a bunch of independent podcasters. And the idea is that there's no global overarching organization to support the whole podcast industry. And that's why you see nonsense like these apps will come out and they'll like duplicate everyone's feed and the whole podcast industry goes up in arms and gets enraged and then the company like a week later will be like, "Oh, sorry, we now we have to fix it." And
yeah, there was that whole thing with Anchor FM too, right? Where they were like what were they using, or they were taking ownership of like the feed or of the episodes that you posted on there, something like that.
Yeah. Wait, who was it?
Anchor. I think it was Anchor FM, right? Like anything you posted on to their app or whatever, like they like got to take part ownership of or something.
Yeah, I don't. Something like that.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
shady business.
Or they could put it somewhere, like they could use it for their own thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
Anchor, you got to be careful with Anchor. I mean, it's free. And I actually recently, hey, Scott Sikora is here, by the way. That's Talking Beards.
Oh,
that's another podcast show.
Oh, yeah,
Billy.
He likes Chris Walker's beard. I know, it's even more glorious in person. You should see it.
Wow. So there you go.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Yeah. This is the non-beard show.
I know. I shaved right before here so I could look nice for everybody. I didn't know we had to have a beard. I could have left it.
Well, I told Scott we can do fake beards at any time. I mean,
we could.
I mean, so anyway, International Podcast Association, there's so much we can do. And there I have a list, but here's what I want to talk. By the way, if you haven't filled out the survey, you guys can go here and fill out the survey. We really need to know what aspects of the podcasting industry you're most concerned with, what you need the most help with, and all that kind of thing. And so here's the thing. It's just, actually, there's 9 of us on the board. We're all independents from around the world. We're just people who, like, we see there's a need that, especially with newcomers, right, Billy? Like, people start a podcast show. Like, how often on Facebook do people say, like, oh, I want to start my own podcast. What mic should I get? Like,
what mic? What gear? What, and go.
Yeah, and go.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And people are like, oh, I'm thinking about using Anchor. What do you guys think? And,
Podbean versus Libsyn. What's your, SoundCloud. Is SoundCloud better than Blueberry? I don't.
So the point is, newbies, people who are new, they don't know anything, which is fine. But it would be nice if there was one place that could be welcoming to the new people and give them the basic information that they need. Of course, not recommend specific companies, because that's not what this International Podcast Association is going to do. But it's going to be able to support the newbies, the people who've been around a while, and everything, and every aspect. So I've been working on this for like 7 months now. 7 months? No, since March.
Working on the webpage for 7 months?
6 months. No, we've been talking about the IPA.
Okay.
The whole organization. Because it started out, it was only going to be for podcast producers.
Okay.
Like independent podcast producers. And then we talked to more people, and they're like, well, no, if you're going to create an association, it should include everyone. And we're like, you're right. But now that means global. Now that means big companies, small companies, independents. Now it's like this, it's this big. So anyhow, this is what got under my skin today. We had a board meeting today, and we had a guest at the board meeting. And our guest, who's sort of like a consultant type person, someone who's been in the industry for a long, long time, with a lot of wisdom. And that person mentioned we were talking about transparency. That an organization like this should be as transparent as possible.
Okay.
Because we're not promoting one company over another, right? And we're not trying to. We're trying to help everyone. That's the point.
Yeah.
So transparency. So this person we had on the board in the board meeting today, he said that he's heard from people around that they don't think we've been very transparent so far.
Like with what?
That's what I said. Like we haven't done anything yet.
Yeah. Where is he hearing this around that you have?
Well, because we so the people on the board, we've all put out. We asked everyone to take this survey.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the IPA, especially at Podcast Movement.
Okay.
So a lot of people know about it, and it just kind of irked me that, like, I don't know why it irked me. It's like we're all just trying to do something good. There's nothing in it for us. We don't get paid for this.
Yeah.
I mean, we're volunteers. We're trying to help the whole industry, and yet there's people out there probably like, oh, what are they trying to do? And, oh, they're not being, transparent enough. And it's like, I don't know. I know it's early days, and of course I'm not really, really upset.
Yeah.
But it's at the same time, it's like, it's what I posted on Facebook the other day. It's like, if you want to frustrate yourself in this world, try to help other people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's plus, I'm sure everyone's a little real paranoid because, like, what do you need to podcast really? You need a microphone and then something to record with, right? I mean, so anybody can do that. You don't have to have any knowledge of, of anything else. So it'd be pretty easy to take advantage of people, you would think in a lot of ways when it comes to podcasts, especially if you want to like make a business venture out of it, you know. So I mean, I'm sure like we were just talking about all those like the shadier type of things like Anchor FM or like some of those other ones where people are, you know, taking advantage of people's lack of knowledge about the thing too. So that's why the transparency is probably the most important, because you want to let people know that, hey, we're not trying to scam you here. This is just for your good and your good only, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to do. So everybody, the IPA is just, it's going to help everyone in the entire industry. So don't be a D-bag and just be all negative on it just because you're a D-bag, all right? Give it a chance. We're just trying to help. All right. Did I yell at him enough, Billy?
Maybe a little more. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll a little later.
Put some distortion on your voice, make it sound more overdrive.
Can I turn?
Yeah.
Actually, see, I got my Mix Pre 6 here, and it has the analog limiter. So even if I crank the mic pre way up, it still won't distort.
Oh.
But it'll sound real funny. Want me to do it?
Yeah, sure. Let's
All right,
hear this.
Let's go. Well, right now is this is the normal volume. I'll put it up 20 dB.
Oh, that's a lot.
20 dB louder, baby.
Oh, we got a little echo going on now.
Echo. Oh, it's picking up the room.
Yep, picking up the room now.
Oh, yeah, baby. Now we'll get some pumping and breathing. See, when I take a breath, it's
Deep
so
breath.
loud. Yeah,
Deep
all right.
breath.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
All right. That's called pumping and breathing, right, Billy? That's what compressors do when you smash them.
Side chain it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, so, all right. See, we had 4 viewers. Now we're down to 2 because I was ranting against everybody.
Oh, well, maybe they thought you weren't being transparent enough with your rant. Maybe
You know what? Here's what I want to do. This is what I want to do on the stream, Billy, actually, is I want to talk about what we can do on the stream to make it better. But let's go through the topics first. So you see I put Podfest 2020 on the screen. And, of course, we talked last week about the Podcast Editors Conference, which is going to be the first day. It's like the pre-day. It's actually going to be on March 6th. So this is going to be an awesome event. I'm psyched for it. Podfest is always great every year. So, yeah, Podfest is awesome. And speaker submissions are open until, I think, September 30th. So if you'd like to speak at Podfest, you can, I don't know where you click. What do we click on? Speakers. Past speakers. All right. I don't know if you can. I want my ticket. All right. I don't know. They're not promoting the fact that you can apply to be a speaker.
Do they tell you what you have to speak on, or how does that work?
No, you have to tell them everything.
Yeah.
So they're like, what's your name? What's your first name? What's your last name? What's your email? What's your phone number? Whatever. And then it's like, well, what's the title of your talk? And what is your talk about? And you have to basically come up with everything and pitch it to them, which I actually, I mean, it is what it is. That's how they have to do it. But here's the problem I have. Like, I could probably give like 100 different talks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, literally. And so I got to pick one. And then I got to apply. But what if the one that I pick isn't the one they want?
Yeah.
So I could have 99 great talks that they would love, but if I pick one that they're like, I don't know if our people would like that, then yes,
so
Gary.
Yeah. So it's up to you to come up with something you think that they would want. They think that people would want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let me actually, there's a speaker proposal form. There is, Barry. I'll try and find it. This stream. So one of the things I want to talk to you about, Billy, is this whole stream and the experiment with this whole Podcasters Lounge. And I don't think you all can see. You can't see my screen, right? You can't see me going through my email.
I can see the Podfest on there, but I don't see the
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's not it. Oh, that's for sponsorships. Wait, where is it now? Chris at Podfest, save the date. Oh, here we go. Wait, click here to grab your ticket. Wait, what? What the F? So, oh man, Why can't I find this email? I just had it earlier. I clicked on the link. And I was looking at, oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it. All right. Does this? Yeah, this is riveting streaming, but anyway.
The drama is palpable.
I mean, really, people are just, it's just, I mean, my streaming skills are just, apply to speak at PodFest. Oh, wait, am I allowed to share this publicly?
I don't know.
Because I think they sent it to me because, oh no, I could share it publicly.
Because you're a
right?
sponsor, maybe, or no?
Well, or I was a past speaker. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to share it. So Barry, Gary, and everyone, there you go. Hey, and Brad Hargis is here. I just saw you, Brad. Welcome, my friend.
There he is. There he
Hello.
Dude. No, hey, Brad. No
Yes.
Barry today. No music. No nothing.
What? What happened?
I posted on Facebook. I said, hey, you guys have any feedback on my show? And one person said that, you know, the same old tired clips get old. Got to move on.
So no Tool.
Well, you just got to get Barry to record some new clips.
I do have new Barry clips.
Yeah.
And some rare ones. How about the one where he goes,
There we go.
the bottom? Remember that one? The bottom. As Barry says, the bottom. So what's what question would you ask to have Barry say the bottom?
The bottom? Oh.
The bottom.
Yeah. Where does the kick drum go in the mix? What is he?
That's what I said. What part of the frequency spectrum is your favorite, Barry?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the bottom.
Yeah.
Of course, but then there's a whole other strain of thought which we don't need to get into.
No.
You know, because you know could be considered a part of the body. You know, the bottom, and you know that whole thing. So the crowd goes crazy. Oh God! Wait, do you guys see just a white screen?
I do. Yes.
I
Yeah.
do.
There
Oh,
it is.
There it is.
Yeah. See? Uh-oh. Anyway. So Brad Hargis from We Are
Yes.
the Cinema Guys. What's going on, dude?
Not too much.
Yeah.
Just got done putting the kids to bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife is
Okay.
watching The Masked Singer in the background.
The what?
The Masked Singer.
Okay. So
Did you
Quite
guys
dark
already?
ugly, huh?
Did you guys already pour something out for Podcoin?
no. No, we didn't talk about Podcoin. Let me bring that up.
They're dead. They're gone. Look at that. They already
Wait, what?
they shut
What?
it down.
Holy yeah, they're
Gone.
Site's already gone.
They're like, boom, we're
They
gone.
spent no time getting that going.
Wow. Maybe they based it off their maybe they based it off their website hosting. Like maybe they had hosting for a year and they got to the end. They're like, we're not going to renew.
Can't renew. It's done.
Yeah, it's done. So I'm going to show your site real quick. See, I'm in Firefox. That's why it doesn't remember any of the URLs that I normally use.
I love Firefox. I still use it for everything. I don't use Chrome that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like Firefox, but yeah. Wait, Barry Gary says, where does my podcast rank? What does that mean, Barry? What were we talking about? The bottom.
The bottom. Oh,
The bottom.
yeah.
Sorry.
There you go.
All right. Anyway, Barry.
Maybe that's what he was asking. Where does my podcast rank? The bottom.
I just realized the viewer number that I see, which right now says 3. I don't think that includes us 3.
Oh, we're doubling. We're rolling
Because-
now.
Barry Gary, look at what he says. The bottom. Oh, that's his question for Barry. Where does my podcast rank, Barry? The bottom. Okay, now it makes sense. All right, yeah, this lounge we're going nowhere with this. Wow. But I did want to show. So I have a bunch of news stories I just wanted to go through real quick, and then Then I'm going to talk about the future of this stream, and people are going to have to convince me to continue if we don't come up with a better plan. So, anyway, y'all know Chris Krimitsos. Oh wait, I can click on this. He's an author. Oh, it doesn't show his picture. Like I was expecting a picture of Chris Krimitsos,
like a bio or something, right? Yeah.
Sitting fireside or something, right?
Start Ugly: A Timeless Tale About Innovation and Change. Yeah. So is this a self-help book or is it a what is it, a biography?
Let me read it. Let's read it together. Starting Ugly is a timeless tale about change and innovation, told through the entertaining parable of Gregory Sharp. Gregory is a businessman whose youth was spent creating a very successful lumber business. But as he continues to grow his company, he becomes blind to the practices and tools that helped him innovate. Sorry. That was terrible. Unable to see his past blind spots, Gregory is about to lose everything until he comes to a revelation that his former employee, Jeff, helps him see that perfect execution is critical, but constant innovating by starting ugly is vital to continual success.
And his former employee showed him that? Why'd he fire that? Or why is he a former employee, I wonder then? If he has such good ideas, why is he former?
Start Ugly is a call to arms to encourage you to take action on your ideas and creations so you can release yourself from the chains of perfectionism and experience the joy and growth that comes with launching.
Well, release yourself from the chains of perfectionism, yet as Jeff helped him see, perfect execution is critical, though, apparently. So I don't know what they're getting at here. It's interesting. I'm interested now to see what they mean.
See? This is deep. This is multi-layered. There you go. I'll just finish it. It's also a powerful reminder to continually innovate so complacency doesn't allow you to become obsolete in our fast-paced world. So, first of all, I just bought the book. See, you know you have a friend, you know you respect someone when they literally say, "Oh, I'm publishing my first book," and you literally go to Amazon and just buy it within 5 seconds. Without, I mean, I read the title, but that's all I read. I'm like, oh yeah, buying it, done. Because Chris is awesome. I still want that picture of him like wearing like a sweater, like in the winter, a sweater with like a mug, like by the fire, like, you know, like something goofy. That's what I want.
Would he also have a pipe too? In one hand?
Yeah, or holding a book.
One of those long Hobbit pipes that you like hold up.
Like holding a book, and with a pipe
in front of a fireplace, I assume.
in front of a fireplace with
on a bearskin rug. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, someone clip this and send it to Krimitsos. You're here to play. StreamYard works best in Chrome. Yes. Well, Billy. You joined via Chrome.
I'm on Firefox right now.
Yeah, Firefox. Yeah.
I'm in Chrome.
Right. So, all right. Anyway, so Chris Krimitsos, great guy. Descript. You guys heard about this?
Descript. How to make a podcast: record, translate, edit.
Yeah. Oh wait.
I'm always suspicious. I'm always suspicious of things that do everything all in one. I'm not.
Yeah. So what it does, actually, James Cridlin has a video on this on YouTube. Anyway, like you put your audio in, and it actually transcribes it, and then you can literally, like, you delete some words. Like if you highlighted that word and deleted it, it would delete the piece of audio.
Oh, that's a bold claim they're making that's going to work right.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to try it live. Like what I wanted to do right now is, because here's the thing. If you're just talking normally and you screw up and you screw up and you start again, that's easy. But if you're like, and well, the thing is, I think, well, whatever, dude, whatever, and like, yeah, right. Try to edit that with text, like you're. So I wanted to try it.
And look at the word they highlighted there, Techtober. That's not even a word. How did that recognize that's a word?
Exactly. Like, wow. Our style of podcasting and editing wouldn't be possible without Descript. Wow.
Because I mean, because transcribing your podcast is great for SEO optimization and stuff like that. But I mean, like, when I have a 2-hour podcast, I usually do. You know how much transcribing that is, and how much people charge to transcribe? Usually, that's a lot of money to get that transcribed. If you want to do it, it's like $1 a minute most people charge or something.
Yeah. So all right, I'm gonna scroll up real quick. I think you get 3 hours a month for free. If I'm correct. Yeah, edit audio by editing text. Yeah, so James Cridlin did this. I should find it. Right? We can play. I could play a clip, right?
Is this going on YouTube? I mean, if he put it on YouTube, it's not like not like a
That's what I'm doing here. But anyway, let's insert.
You guys can hear that?
Recorded.
I can,
I can hear it.
News. I've written it. There it is. So that's exciting. I've recorded it into Hindenburg over here, and now I'm going to insert the audio into Descript.
I broke it.
So that one there.
I broke StreamYard.
Uh-oh.
I did. I literally broke it. Okay. Wait.
Maybe YouTube kicked it out or something because you're playing like copyrighted material from YouTube on YouTube or something.
No.
I don't know.
No, I just tried going full screen.
Oh, okay.
That was my problem. So.
And that says inserting file, transcribe one file. Yes, go. And that is now, your transcription will be ready in a few minutes. So that's exciting. Let's come back then. Right then, so that's done. And you can probably see here some...
So anyway, you can see on the screen that transcribed his whole thing, and he goes through it, and he actually deletes a couple of things because he screwed up. And it actually, what he used it for in this video, it actually works perfectly. So...
that'll work great, I guess. Maybe in theory, if you have a one person talking on a one person show, but if you have like two people talking back and forth to each other, like I do on my show, I don't know how well that would work with the mics picking up each other and everything.
Yeah, and talking over each other.
Yeah,
exactly. But apparently, look at this. Apparently, they say timeline editor, live collaboration. Multi-track recording. Descript dynamically generates a single combined transcript. Overdub. Correct your voice recordings by simply typing. Yeah, because it's powered by an AI. So once it learns your voice, and I think it only works with your voice.
They're making some real bold claims here with what this thing can do, man. I don't know.
I know. That's why I wanted to try it. Well, I think this AI, it probably costs money. It's probably not for free.
It's a beta right now too. It's not even.
Yeah.
I want to hear this robot voice that it throws in there when you type.
Yeah.
Right.
All of a sudden, it's Chris talking, and then it's like some robot at the bottom.
I could do it live, but I think that it might just take too long and be too boring. I mean, I know I'm boring already, but
how are you not boring?
Yeah.
No. Now you said this is going live on YouTube right now, right?
Dude, there's like one person watching. I'm boring. Yeah, this is going live on YouTube.
Okay, no, but I was gonna say, does it now? Because I see live comments here going on, right? And then is that just the number of viewers you're seeing, the people actually like on StreamYard watching, or is it on YouTube watching?
On YouTube.
Oh, okay. It's because I know there's like 3 people in here, right?
Yeah. No, it says 4 total are watching, and so it's 4 people watching. Yeah, and 2 or 3 of them are commenting.
Okay.
Yeah, and the comments you see within StreamYard here, those are the YouTube comments.
Oh, it is. Okay, so people comment on YouTube and it shows up there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you went to YouTube and looked at the stream.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, we're gonna watch ourselves on the thing.
Yeah. This is gonna get all
gonna
meta.
break the internet. Oh man, we're gonna watch ourselves on the thing.
Yeah. This is gonna get all meta.
Break the internet.
Yeah. So anyway, you see the. Oh, sorry. See, these are the YouTube chat.
Oh, okay.
It's the same that we see in StreamYard. Oh yeah.
Technology nowadays, man. Wow.
Right. Wow.
Remember when they used to just record things on tape, and you had to cut it with razor blades and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't remember that because I wasn't born then, but I mean, I heard that's what happened.
I wonder if literally like at Podfest or Podcast Movement, if we literally brought a tape machine and taught people how to cut tape.
Yeah.
And put on leader tape and with the, you know what I mean? Everything.
Do you want to insure that big tape machine to get brought out into the public? And like, how much do those things cost now? $25,000 probably for one of those.
Oh my God. No, way more than that. Probably. Well,
for like an 8-track maybe or something.
Yeah, I was thinking like a 1/2-inch tape, but come on, you got to cut 2-inch, bro.
Yeah. 24-track, have the whole thing. Ugh.
Exactly. All right. See, Scott Sikora says, hi, me. Oh, and here's Talk Tales and Trivia with Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Oh, so Descript, does that mean you use Descript for transcription, Stephanie? See that? So here's the thing, Billy. I also think when I first looked at Descript and I heard about it, I was like, oh man, you all better be careful what you're promising here. Yeah. But the way James used it, definitely watch that video. And then if they also do transcription, I could see it's a, it's a tool that people could use. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, if it works that way, yeah.
Yeah, have a semi beard, not a full one, but yeah.
We got one beard here.
That's a beard. What is a semi beard about that? It's full on.
It used to be longer, but I cut it.
A semi beard is like a goatee. I don't have like the
full
this right here.
Yeah, true.
Welcome to Beard Talk. Hey, did you guys see Podchaser?
Podchaser.
Yeah.
Find your next podcast. Is it just another like Google for podcasts or something?
I have an account on it, but I don't really know how to use it right now.
So Podchaser is actually pretty awesome. Like what they're doing is they're creating almost like a database of podcasts, but what you can do is you can go in here, claim your own show, obviously, like create a free account, claim your show. And then what you can do is if you were a guest on any other shows, you can claim that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they have something called Laughable, like that for comedy podcasts that they do that sort of thing on, where like all the comedians can go in there and like they have a profile on there and it shows all of their, like if they have a podcast, all their episodes of their podcast, and then it has a tab for all the podcasts that they were guests on, and then it shows up on there too. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that on Podchaser, where I put all my guest appearances and our show on there and everything. I just don't know fully how to use it. I got the early access thing for their new stuff, the social things that they do.
See, look at this, dude. Here's you on my show.
Oh, look at that.
Look, my show doesn't even pop up, but yours is right at the top.
And there's Eric Hargis.
Oh.
Who's Eric?
I don't know.
Eric Hargis. Uh-oh.
I'm going to complain.
I don't know who Bradley Hargis, the number one is.
Yeah. It's a track. Is that a music track, like a gospel track? Gospel meeting.
I don't know.
It's a sermon. Oh, okay. It's a sermon.
It's a sermon. Okay.
Wow.
There you go.
And then my show's nowhere on that list.
I was gonna say. All right, hold on. Let me search. There we go. Okay, so here's your show on Podchaser. And see, I'm going to click on creators.
Does this have like an app on your phone you can use this to, I assume?
I don't think they have an app yet.
No?
I think it's just a site right now.
See, Brad. Here's Brad, host, producer, and editor of the Cinema Guys. Link to his Twitter. This is all about him. Appearances, 131 appearances.
Well, it counts your show too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's because it's your own show.
And then and then there's the additional ones.
Here's the guest appearances, 4 podcasts. You've been on Movie Geek and Proud 3 times?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go on again here soon.
Oh.
Well, he's a movie geek and he's proud, so yeah, he's gonna go on there a lot.
There's some good guys over there.
I don't even know if I'd be on there. I don't think I've. Oh yeah, I'm on. Look at it. But I am on there. I've never gone to Podchaser, but apparently my show's on there.
There you go, dude.
Well, you can also pull in, like, you can search podcasts. I don't know where they pull their feed from, if it's like iTunes or Apple Podcasts or.
So Billy, you got to go in, claim your show, and then you'll show up as a creator, and then you can claim that you were on my show. And
take that. I'm gonna put a note on my phone right now about that.
So here's the thing about Podchaser, and this is actually the important thing. Like, yes, this is just another site that's doing something cool that, and most of them will not catch on and really become anything. But this one's different. Podchaser is different because they're actually allowing all these other sites to use APIs to plug into their back-end database.
Your audio's getting wonky.
Yeah.
Was it? How's it now?
It's better now.
You're good now. It was almost like it was trying to
like aliasing or something. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. That's very rare. Well, there you go. So anyway, that's what Podchaser is. It's like they're doing some good stuff in the background and trying to help the industry and help connect everybody and provide like help other services tap into their databases and stuff. And
Stephanie says she uses Temi for transcription. 10 cents a minute. Wow, that's not bad at all. That's cheap. That's real cheap. Wow. 10 cents a minute? That's really good. I've never seen something that cheap.
I wasn't there one. Oh, Rev I think offers transcription, and if you get like the computer, like the AI transcription, I think it's like 5 or 6 cents a minute, like because it's an AI and there's gonna pretty much be mistakes.
This is probably the same thing that they use on Apple phones to transcribe on there. It's probably the similar thing,
right?
Yeah.
Hey Chris, can I share my screen with you to show you a feature of Podchaser that they have now?
Let's do it.
All right, let me see if I can get this right. Share screen. Ooh.
But by the way, one thing I do not like about StreamYard, it only streams in 720.
Not 1080?
Not 1080.
You want like 4K in here? You want like
I want 8K, please.
Yeah. Well, I'm using my laptop camera. I don't even know if I can do 1080 on this thing. I don't know.
Well, it depends on the. No, I'm sure it could.
It's brand new. It's a brand new MacBook. I'm sure it could probably do 1080 now, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, sorry, Brad.
No, you're fine.
I'm still getting used to this. Okay.
All right, did it pop up?
Yeah, we got you.
So one of their new things is you can create a personalized feed of podcasts, so you can look and see like shows that you follow to be able to see new episodes they post, or if they post other stuff. You can keep a top 8, as you can see over here.
It's like MySpace, sort of, back in the day.
Kind of, yeah, but strictly for podcasts. So I mean, they want to create more of a social community with it, more than just, like Podcoin was, hey, come listen over here and we'll pay you. This is, hey, come follow your favorite shows all in one place. But you don't necessarily have to listen to them here. You just more of a social thing.
Podcoin, yeah. How did that work for them again? I forget. But they're doing great, right?
They're doing awesome.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Your stock is rising, number 2.
Yeah.
No, see, look at these shows on my top 8. What's this one right here?
Yeah, dude. I was just gonna say, I'm honored, dude, that I made your top 8. What? Unbelievable.
How many podcasts do you guys usually have in your list that you listen to, like that you subscribe to?
I have in my podcast addict.
I have a lot. I don't necessarily listen to all of them every week. I'll kind of jump around. But
me too. I have too many where I don't have time to listen to all of them if I wanted to now. Yeah.
So I have 47 that I'm subscribed to, but I probably regularly listen to maybe 5 to 7. Yeah, and I can tell you what they are. Well, of course, Broken
I have
Record.
about 41. Yeah, so
Broken Record with Malcolm Gladwell and Rick Rubin. The Bandrew Says podcast, of course.
Broken Record, he doesn't come out with a lot. Like, it's not like a weekly thing, is it? It's
Yeah, they do seasons, so they'll do a bunch, and then you won't hear from them for like a year.
Yeah.
Hardcore History.
Oh, yeah. Hardcore History. Oh, best.
I have about like 60 some on my list, but there's only a few that are, every week listens.
Yeah.
Most of them are just like I'll spot listen like an episode here and there.
I get anxiety sometimes because if there's a couple of episodes, if there's a lot of good episodes that come out in 1 week, I know I want to listen to them all, but then I got to listen to them all before the next week comes out because then there's gonna be more I got to listen to. And then I got my queue is just like piling up. It's like I'm like, oh, what am I gonna listen to? Do I have time to listen to a 3-hour one right now? Do I have time to listen to a 2-hour one? Which one I got to do? And I got it's like Sophie's choice. Yeah.
When you miss some of your regular listens, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. I gotta catch up.
Yep. Because if they're like because they're gonna reference something from the last episode, so you got to listen to the one before that. You can't just skip over it. So,
and I always do at least 1.5 speed.
Oh, I can't do that.
Can't quite go much faster.
1.5. People listen to it sped up. That's a thing people do, right?
Yeah. It's weird when I listen to my own show sped up because I'm so used to hearing like when I edit it how it sounded originally, but then when I listen back sped up, I'm like, whoa, this doesn't sound right.
Huh.
Yeah, I speed up some shows. I'd say anywhere from 1.2 times speed to like 1.4 times speed. That I can't go. I don't listen fast, but like for some shows, just the pacing is like just slow, so I can notch it up to 1.2, 1.3.
And I like Overcast because they do a smart speed. So when there's gaps, they like really speed it up to try to shorten the gaps. So that way it'll go through quicker.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's some of the stuff Podchaser has now.
Yeah, the feed,
and it's still in beta. It says there too, so it's not even like the
like this new feed. You have to get like an invite code to be one of the early people to check it out.
Oh, okay,
I signed up for that, and I just got it, which I haven't really dug too far into it yet. But
I know Pandora took forever to get on. Pandora and Spotify both took forever. Like, because I submitted before like they actually went live. Spotify took like 6.5 months, I think, to get my show on there once I submitted it, and then Pandora took like almost a year, I think, because Pandora just recently got podcasts, and some guy from Pandora reached out to me beforehand. He said, "Hey, we're gonna put a couple of shows on Pandora starting out. Do you want to be one of the shows?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And they're like, "All right, give me all your info." And I gave him all his info, and he's like, "All right, cool, you'll be on there when we get podcasts." And then like a year later, they got podcasts finally. It was on there. It took forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've submitted it, but we're not on Pandora yet.
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while for them to get through it, from what I've gathered.
And I know they just opened it up, so I'm sure it's going to take them even longer.
Yeah.
All right. I'll stop.
Yeah, I haven't checked Libsyn. I think. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Like Libsyn has not been offering me Pandora as a destination yet.
Oh, you got to go in there and add it. You can just go in there and add Pandora as a destination.
No, but I went to add it and it wasn't a choice to add it.
Really?
It wasn't even there.
Oh, what account did you have? Do you have like a there's tiers, right? I think last I checked.
Yeah, I have the $20 a month.
Okay.
For my show, podcast.
Okay, yeah. So it's, I don't know, maybe it's after a certain tier it gets added. I don't know. I have no idea. Because I think I'm on like the $50, the second highest one you can have. I think I'm on that one because I need the room for the storage for my show because it's so long.
Got it.
So I need like a gig of like almost a gig of room per month or something on there. I forget how much it is. I think when I bounce down my show, I think it's like 250 megabytes per episode or something.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I can't. My show just getting longer, so I had to bump it up again. So like, yeah, and once I got to a certain level, they offered me Pandora, I think it was. So that might be why.
Yeah, I have Blueberry, and they don't no Pandora through that yet. But I only have the lower tier of it.
Actually, yeah. Here's the. Yeah, For my show, I got the advanced 400, $20.
Yeah, I got the 800. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought there used to be more tiers than that. I think, right or no?
I think if you need more than this, Libsyn Pro maybe.
Oh yeah. I think that's what I have. Libsyn Pro.
Oh really?
Let me see. I have no idea I don't even know what I have now. I'm just paying for it every month. I should. Let's see here. What am I got here?
Libsyn Pro. I don't even think they put the pricing on here.
What do I have?
What is Deezer? Deezer.
Deezer, I think either they own Stitcher or Stitcher owns them, and I think it's mostly used in Europe or somewhere overseas.
That's one of the destinations in Blueberry on mine. It's Spotify and Deezer. Deezer must be a new one. I don't know what that one is.
There you go. Send it there. There'll be a guy in like Borneo who listens to your show and loves it.
I'm like, what the heck? Let's do it.
All right. So Podchaser's cool. I wanted to bring this up. I listen to Joe Rogan all the time, and I watch some YouTube clips all the time, right? I like Joe Rogan, right?
Really, you do? A niche market, I heard. Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people listen to that.
Yeah, small audience.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's the king. So he recently had on this guy Sean Carroll, it says he's a theoretical physicist, author, and professor at Caltech, specializes in quantum mechanics, gravitation, and cosmology. And so one thing bothered me. First of all, like at the beginning of their interview, they started bashing What the Bleep Do We Know? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Which is kind of about quantum physics, but it's also like self-help and all that. And like, and you know, some people just think all that is just total crap. You know, like what was that one? That famous book, and then they made a movie, The Secret. Remember The Secret was like, everyone's like, that's just airy-fairy nonsense. Like, visualize yourself getting something and believe it and you'll get it kind of thing. And everyone's like, that's such crap. But of course, on a deep level, it's actually absolutely true. But sometimes the way these movies portray it, they portray it as like this, all you have to do is read your goals twice a day and you can do it. It's like, no, there's more to it than that. But anyway, this guy, first of all, they're bashing on that, like airy-fairy stuff. And then he gets into, then he talks about a theory that he likes in terms of quantum mechanics, which is called the many worlds theory. And it's a theory where at every moment, meaning right now, one version of me touched the mic, the other one pointed up to the ceiling.
Yeah,
so the universe split.
The multi-universe theory, yeah.
Multi-universe, and they call it the many worlds theory.
Yeah.
And then they start talking about it, and I'm into all that stuff, dude. But you know what it came down to? The many worlds theory. Well, there's many worlds, but you can't ever see them, and you can't ever get there. So
can't even get there yet.
Right, but no, but my point is, so you're bashing something, but then you're bringing up your theory, which is it's complete nonsense. You're supposedly a scientist. You can't prove it. You can't show it. It's right. It's just a thought in your mind, but now you're going to claim it's science and you're going to believe it.
Well, I mean,
Really?
I think that's what quantum mechanics is, right? They can sort of, like, the whole idea behind quantum mechanics is that it doesn't, once you get to like a quantum level, like atomic level, like math doesn't work the same way. There isn't like precise answers for something. You can only do equations that like guess the probability that something happened, at least so far, like what they've understood so far. I sort of went down the rabbit hole with this one day when I was watching, I think it was after an episode of Joe Rogan earlier or whatever, like the math, like 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 so much anymore. Once you get down, when you deal with like things at an atomic level, you can only say 1 + 1 might equal 2 sometimes. That there's a probability it does. Like, it's all probabilities and not quite sure things. It's not like at least so far that we've understood. Like when you get but yeah, I mean like in the technically actually in the many universes theory, The Secret is completely correct in one of the universes, right? I mean, technically speaking. The Secret would work. In one universe, it's completely correct, and in another universe, it's completely incorrect, depending on which way it goes. Right, depending on when you collapse the wave function, so to speak. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I love it all too, and it's all good. But my point is that, like, if someone's gonna say your theory is crap, but yet mine is right, but yet yours is as wacky as the other one, you can't prove it. You know what it comes down to? It almost becomes a religion. Like, oh, I believe in the many worlds theory. Like, oh, I'm Christian, and oh, I'm Jewish, and I believe in I'm an atheist. There's no God, and like, it's just people pick their beliefs, and the truth is, none of them know anything. None of them know anything.
I'm gonna call religion, it the Marvel scientists, multiverse theory.
The Marvelverse theory, yeah.
There you go.
I heard Iron Man's coming back now. Is that what we're hearing for the next movie? Yeah. What's the next one they're making? The Black Widow movie or something?
Yeah.
Is the next one? Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be in it because that takes place before Endgame.
Oh, okay. And so they're doing a prequel to the end of to Endgame. Is that what they're gonna do now? Just all prequels until they have to reboot it all,
so they can keep bringing back these actors.
Yeah. Okay. Is DC even trying anymore? Are they making movies? Yeah, still, right? I mean,
they are. I mean, they have the Joker movie coming out.
The Joker's DC. That's right. The Joaquin Phoenix one, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh yeah.
And they have a new Wonder Woman in the works, a new Batman movie in the works.
Wonder Woman, Batman. Wonder Woman, Batman, and the Joker is pretty much all they got, right?
They're not trying this like cohesive universe like they did before. They're just like, we're just gonna do our thing. And
Justice League was the last cohesive thing they tried, right? That was like their Avengers, sort of.
Yeah, and then Aquaman came out after that. So
yeah. Aquaman. I thought is DC.
Yes.
Okay, so they got one hit sort of out of that, right? And they got in the past like 5 years, I guess. I gotta say though, the music for those is pretty good though. The soundtracks.
Yeah. Danny Elfman, I know, did Justice League. The soundtrack for that. I don't know who did Aquaman.
I know Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails has been doing soundtracks, a lot of stuff now. Like
he's getting ready to do a Pixar movie. Pixar is not Onward, but the new one that they just announced. He's jumping into Disney.
It's gonna be a dark movie, a dark Pixar movie.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I'm all for it because Nine Inch Nails is my favorite band, so I love seeing Trent do all kinds of different music.
Like a year ago, I found Trent Reznor, a video on YouTube of Trent Reznor doing a solo piano version of Hurt. The song Hurt.
Yeah.
He did it really slow. Dude, it was unbelievable.
Live or in the studio?
Live. Sick, dude.
There's one of their albums. It had a second disc where he did a bunch of songs just strictly piano and sang them. Kind of slowed down, but on the piano, they were phenomenal. He's classically trained pianist.
Yeah.
I heard he's got a partner that he works a lot with, a lot of that stuff on the Atticus, right? I think his name is
Atticus Ross.
Yeah.
That's who it was. He's in the band now. Before they were, did like the Social Network soundtrack and Girl with the Dragon Tattoo together. Yeah. It's kind of weird without the music in the background, like playing.
Oh, actually, I do have that set up. I forgot.
What's this? What is this? Is it the same as last week now? Is this Grateful Dead?
Yeah. This is the 5.5 hour jam.
Wow.
5 minutes, 5 hours, 13 minutes.
Chris, are you aware of the Grateful Dead's live setup? How they used to do it?
Actually, no. I know they had two drummers. That's all I know.
Okay. I didn't know this either until I covered it on my show. Apparently, the Grateful Dead were known for their legendary, like, live audio setup. They used to have, like, back in the 70s and stuff like that, they used to have, like, some ungodly, just a wall of speakers. Just like, cause I think someone in the band, I think it was Jerry Garcia, someone designed their own live. They didn't use the actual, like, whatever the venue had. They had their own, like, multi-million-dollar, just monstrosity of speakers that they would use, that they tuned themselves and brought everywhere with them. And it was really, I didn't know this about them. I guess they were real sticklers for live sound. They wanted it to be as best they could. and it was just like I saw pictures of it and stuff. It was insane.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I would have never guessed that for them of all people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Like, man, there's so much stuff that happened and is happening that we don't know about, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, in one universe it isn't happening, but in this universe it is happening. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't stand these. People, like, you know what it is? Is Western culture, generally speaking, is based on science.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there are religions, no one really takes religion seriously.
Yeah.
And people prove that by their actions, the way they live. Okay. Everyone who says, "Oh, I'm so spiritual," no, you're not.
Spiritual.
Okay, you're not. Shut up. So in the West, we live. It's just intellectual and scientific, and so that realm of intellectual and scientific, you can run around in there all you want. You can even get wacky in there. So you got scientists like this. Oh, the many worlds theory. I'm not saying it's wrong, but what I'm saying is that's as wacky as someone in India who believes in spirituality. You know what I mean? Who thinks the world is Maya. It's not real. And those roots go back way further than this modern science. So all I'm saying is that scientific people often pretend like they know everything and, oh, we got it all figured out. And it's like, you don't have crap figured out, dude. Literally. Okay, we have electricity and we can burn oil and we can drive cars and we have a bunch of technology. Great. That's like nothing compared to what's possible. So you guys haven't figured out crap.
Did you hear the JRE episode with Neil deGrasse Tyson he just did?
Yeah.
He's gotten real cocky with how smart he thinks he is. You notice that? Like, he really, like, I listen back to the old episodes he did too. Every time he's been on a show, he's been progressively more like, you know, a little snobby about how much he knows. Like, you know, like, oh, Joe, you don't know that? Come on, really?
Right.
Like, we don't all have PhDs in astrophysics, sir. I'm sorry. You know, like, yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, okay. I will speak for myself then, yes.
Brad's gonna point to a certificate on the wall behind him.
I'm looking at my 4 audio engineering certificates right now. I don't know.
All I have is a poster hanging over there on the wall.
A movie poster. All right. So anyway, that was that. I just thought I'd say that because, you know, whatever. And then everyone in the West who thinks they're based on science and intellect, they're all like a mess. They got everyone has problems and they overeat and they drink and they're overweight and everyone, you know, depressed, and it's like, oh, I wonder why. Whatever. Anyway, I studied spirituality for many years. That's why I can talk like this. Because I've lived it and I've felt it. Okay, so now let's get to the real point of what we're doing here.
We're gonna get serious now.
Uh-oh.
Well, because here's the deal. Here's the deal. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's talk like this, okay? Here's the deal. I started the lounge just to hang out with podcasters and talk about stuff and podcasting. But here's the thing. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't really get crazy. I mean, I have some opinions, but believe it or not, I'm really not that opinionated. I mean, I'm not like killing people and all that. I mean, I'm going to give it to these scientists because they deserve it, but I'm not a young female, really good looking. I'm not that.
You could be, though, with science now.
It's true.
Yeah. How bad do you want it, Chris? How bad do you want it? I mean,
although, oh wait, but I guess if I identify as a young, okay. Wow, the bottom. Okay. So here's my point. I started this stream just to hang out and have fun. I've been trying to do it on Wednesday nights at this time. Actually, I used to do it a little earlier. Now I'm doing it 2 hours later. Mostly I did it by myself. Last few weeks, you guys have joined, which has been awesome. You know, a 2-hour stream is no joke, right? Especially when it's every week. You got to do it every week. We all do podcasts. We know that a weekly podcast is a huge thing. To do it.
That's why we went to every other week, because weekly got a little too much for us.
Weekly is rough. You can do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah, good for you. Try like 97 weeks, dude. Like
the music's getting like overpowering you right now.
The music?
Yeah.
Really? You know what? F this.
We'll go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Billy's
Now
like,
it's-
Yeah.
All right. So here's my point. This takes a lot of time and effort, and the whole reason I started the lounge just to have fun. But I've been doing it for a while now, and it's like, I mean, I know they say like 3 years is like you got to do something for 3 years to have it, then it takes off. But I don't want to do this for 3 years and have 1 or 2 people watching. And I appreciate you all watching, all 2 of you, Brandon Gonzalez, Stephanie, if you're still there, Scott Sikora. Bandrew's here. He can confirm weekly shows are flipping hard. Yeah. What's up, Bandrew from Podcastage? Thanks for showing up, brother. You're just in time to well, you probably want to log off, Bandrew. You don't want to hear this. You heard me. I think it was like a few months ago. I literally got sort of not depressed, but I got like a little upset on stream, and I was like, that's it. I don't think I'm going to do this anymore. So that's what I'm feeling.
That was the week that you were having some audio problems with, and you were just like, we're just gonna cut it short. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So the whole streaming thing from one computer, it's not as easy as, you know. Well, anyway, I'm learning, right? I'm a beginner streamer. I'm not.
Yeah.
So it's not easy for a guy like me to do it and do it right. So my point is, I don't know if this is worth doing. And I had a vision for it, and it seems like fun, and I thought we could hang out and chat, but it just doesn't seem like it's catching on. And even, Ray Ortega's Podcasters Roundtable, which is great. I mean, Dave Jackson and Daniel J. Lewis and Ray Ortega, and they do about every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. I mean, those are 3 legends in the podcasting, and they only have like 10 people watching, 5 people, 15 people. Like, so... But of course, they probably a lot of people listen on demand later. Okay.
Yeah.
I do. I'll admit that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many views does the old Podcast Lounge episodes have now?
Oh. Yeah.
Like, are people going back and watching them? Like, yeah.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick.
Aside from, the Facebook group and stuff like that, do you tell people out there like, hey, come check out the lounge, or like drop it in your show? Okay.
I mention it on my podcast sometimes, and I also I do put it out on social. So here you go. Here's the videos. Let's go all the way back. There you go. Number 1 has 22 views. Number 2, 53 views. 30, 17, 34, 25, 40, 29, 23, 33, 86.
86. Whoa. What happened on that one?
What'd you do in that one?
Oh, that was with me and Ralph M. Rivera and Steve Stewart. So there you go. 30, 30, 30.
And you got to figure like that nobody's watching that same stream twice. So that's probably all 30 individual people, right?
Right. And there you go. 31. Okay, 55, 39, 29, 33.
Last week
got
79.
Was 79. Yeah.
So I mean that got a lot more. Maybe this 4. I don't like what was there 79 people watching last week? Was that?
No.
Do you remember what? No.
No. I think there were only like 5 or 6 people, weren't there?
Yeah. Or at most 10, 9 or 10.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But people are going back after the fact and watching it.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily just showing up live.
Yeah, but how much are they watching too? That's what I want to know.
What is a view count on YouTube? How do they count a view? Because I know in Libsyn you have to like listen to a certain amount of an episode before it counts as a listen, right, or something.
Yeah, on YouTube, I don't know what that is. Actually, Bandrew, you would know that answer. How much, when a person clicks play, how much of the video do they need to watch in order for it to count as a view? Is it literally like 1 second? If they watch for 1 second, that counts as a view, or is it like 5 seconds or 10 seconds? Brandon Gonzalez says he goes back sometimes since usually he's stuck at work during.
I mean, I think for monetization purposes, they wouldn't make it just like 1 second like that, right? Because if any big video, if someone who with a ton of listeners or a ton of watchers, whatever views, if you got like 1 million views and it was just 1 million people watching for a second, then clicking away, YouTube's not going to pay you for that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Banjo says, have you thought about retitling the videos afterwards? That way it's searchable. No, I didn't think about that. So that's a good idea. But now what am I going to put in the title? Just, am I going to cram it with keywords like the topics that we talk about? So the bigger picture here's the bigger thing. It's like, this has been one big experiment, and I don't know how it's going. I guess that's my point.
So how many people do you have in the Podcasters Lounge group right now?
On Facebook, or above 200.
Okay. Above 200. And that's where you post, and that's the group you post the live link in and everything?
Well, I do. I like today I posted and I said, hey, we're going live tonight. But the thing is, I'm not streaming to Facebook anymore. I used to stream right to Facebook. But when I streamed right to Facebook, literally only one person would watch on Facebook.
Okay.
Do we think it's like a time thing? Because like you said, this guy, what's his name? Brandon was at work, right? Like, I don't what went into deciding this time? Was it just whenever you were available, or?
Well, yeah. So in my schedule, I had to pick basically a 3-hour time slot that I'm able to do every week at the same time slot, and so it just had to be one evening. I mean, I guess I could do it on Monday night instead of Wednesday night. So Tuesday and Thursdays are not good. Friday night's not good. No one's gonna watch Friday night.
Well, it is. I mean, just like with the podcast, it's one of those things. Just more consistently, the more you even said, like, you have to keep doing it more and more and more. And then for me, it took a while. And now I'm like, oh, Wednesday nights and night. I mean, it's 9 o'clock Eastern for me, so it works out perfectly because my kids are in bed. So I'm just like, I can sit down, watch Chris's stream, pop in now the last couple weeks, and I've kind of put it as part of my week.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I know I scheduled for today too because we're going to doing this. I enjoyed it. I didn't know you were doing this until recently. Right. Like I must not have just been getting the because you know how you don't see everybody's messages in your Facebook feed ever. It's only the people like that you like view mostly or whatever. So I just started seeing you posting these links to this thing like a week or two ago, which is when I hopped in here. So I mean, if you want,
my other observation is that. Okay, you guys know me from my podcast.
Yeah.
And from other stuff. So like you guys know me. So you can tune in, hang out because you know me. But people who are just random people who pop in, there's not even that many of them. I don't see a lot of them sticking around, right? They don't come back the next week. And so here's my point. My point is that so far the content of the stream has been just a bunch of news stories that I amass throughout the week. Yeah. Just a bunch of, I'll have like 25 tabs open in Chrome and I'll just go through one by one and talk about each one briefly and whatever. And like, I only do that because I don't know what else to do. Like, I've had other thoughts, like we could play a game. Like, and I'm not saying like not like chess or something like that, not like a 2-player game. And so think bingo. Bingo is a game you could play with 200 people. But the thing is, it's just boring. So what I'm saying is something like that, but something newer where people can sort of tune in and hang out. I mean, I also thought of my an idea I had a long time ago was I had an idea for a show called the Social Media Scramble. And I thought, hey, we'll do a show live every week. And because you know how people like, I don't know about everyone who's, you guys or anyone who's listening. I don't always post my stuff on social media. Like I have a ton of content and I never post anything. Like I post a couple things and it's like some people say you should have a set time every week that you're going to post.
Yeah.
So I was like, So I was like, well, if we did a live stream, that could be everyone's time to post. So you can hang out and talk, and we could look at what each other's posting, and hey, share your thing, and I could retweet you, whatever. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's a great idea either.
I mean, if I'm here, folks, if you want to do Q&A, you got any questions you want to ask, any podcasting related questions, audio related questions, I'm here. I'd be happy to answer them for you guys. You know.
And I do like that you kind of set up this news, like here's some news for the week, and let's talk about that, because actually I've been thinking about like Podchaser. I was thinking about that, and I saw when I popped on that you already had a tab open, so I was like, oh, well, I know we'll get to it eventually. Right. I know we're going to talk about it, but and then the first part you got news, and then there's just I don't know this open it up to what do you want to talk about, or if you have other topics to bring up to say, hey, we bring on Billy O for, any audio questions you want to ask him, or, anyone else who's on. Anyone want to ask me a movie question, or,
yeah.
I mean, if you did something like that, if you wanted to keep people on, or if you wanted to go back to, it's just Chris and you answer our comments. Either, I mean, I enjoy it both ways. So
I think the reality is, and Bandrew, if you're still listening, I'd love for you to say yes or no to this. I think the reality is that this stream is just something I wanted to try. But the fact is that, like, I mean, if I was, some huge celebrity with a huge following, I could easily do this and have a zillion people watching, but I'm not that. I'm just Chris Curran. I'm nobody. So very few people know me, and that's fine because I'm very niche. I get it. But so that's just the reality. So I think it's more just the reality that just because I can stream and just because I can pay for StreamYard and whatever, and should I be doing this really?
All right. Bandrew's question. My favorite horror movie is John Carpenter's The Thing. It's my all-time favorite horror movie. I watch it at least a couple times a year. Favorite movie death is from the House of Wax remake, when Paris Hilton dies.
How does she die?
She gets like a pole through the head, and then he pushes her head down and pulls the pole out of the back of her head.
That'll kill you.
Hilton. It's just like it's just like.
See that. So here's the thing: if this was a live stream talking about movies, then it has a topic. I think one of the problems with the Podcasters Lounge is like, what the hell is it?
Mm-hmm.
So
what did you, when you originally started it, you didn't have a topic in mind, or you?
Well, no, I thought it could be like, I thought it could be a place to talk about recent news in podcasting, and also just hang out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. But I think it turns out that that's just a boring concept, and who cares? Like, really, who has time for this?
I don't know. I think it's entertaining. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. I mean, I think it might be just. I mean, because 200 people. So you if you think about it, how many people do you think that link that you put out on the Facebook thing? How many people do you think see it the day you put it out before you go live here? It's not, because you got to figure not all 200 of those people are on the Facebook or the Podcasters Lounge thing every day, right? Like I bet you 50 of the people see that thing, right? And then what's the rule of marketing? Usually you try to get a 2% return on marketing. So 2% of the people who see your ad or whatever are gonna actually act on that ad. So if you think about it, like 50 people, 2% of 50 people is gonna be like what, 3-4 people?
One person.
See it, right? Yeah, one something like that. So I mean, like you're right in, like, with the people you're marketing to, you're getting the 2% that most people get with, when they put out something like that, an ad or whatever. It's just, I think if you had like 1,000 people in the Podcasters Lounge group or something, you'd probably be getting more people in here. Cause you got to remember how many of those people do we know are working right now, and that are part of the group. How many people do we know have obligations on Wednesday nights that they do stuff with, maybe they're recording their own podcast right now, So I mean, like, if I think about it, if you got 5 people in here from the probably 50 people that saw the link you put in there, that's 10%. You're probably doing pretty good, actually, from the way I see it. I mean, if this is gonna, if I'd have known about, if I've been doing this for like 5-6 weeks now when it was something I did every week. I'd post a link to this in the Chicago's Podcasters Facebook group I'm in. That has like 1,000 members in it now, and they're real active in there. They love stuff like this. We actually meet up at least a couple times a year and have hangouts actually in the city somewhere and talk with each other and stuff like that. And we basically do this. We just talk about whatever. So I mean, it's like something we do already.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bandrew says. Well, first of all, Bandrew says there's nothing wrong with trying something and giving up. I should put it on the screen. There's nothing wrong with trying something and giving up if you don't want to do it anymore. But if you're giving up just because you're not getting the views, so good comment, Bandrew. And here's the thing: part of my reason for starting this Podcasters Lounge, again, it's fun and I like doing it. But part of the reason was to get more promotion for my school, because I always like to say that this Podcasters Lounge is brought to you by my school, and just to mention it, right? You guys know I don't pitch it hard, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's one of the reasons, because I don't know how to market my school. I'm still trying to figure that out. So I thought, hey, I could, if I do a live stream and try to include a lot, try to get a lot of viewers who are in the podcasting space, then more people will know about my school, and maybe one or two of them, or 2 or 3 of them per year, if they sign up for my school, that makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
So that's why, I mean, I like doing this, but again, it's like I got to balance, like, how much time am I putting in and what am I actually getting from it? Because it is a business. It's a business question to me. It's not, I don't do that. I mean, I do it because it's fun, but there's also the business aspect.
Always business aspect. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he also says, have you considered condensing down to 1 hour and doing a bit of prep on maybe 4 stories and talk about them more in depth? No, I haven't considered that. But I'm willing to consider that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Throw up a banner behind you there with your school logo and address on it and stuff or something, So it's in your background the whole time?
Oh, I used to have, So
StreamYard, you can do a custom down at the bottom every once in a while. You could throw it down at the bottom and be like, visit this for whoever's watching it, even if they watch it later. Yeah. They'll see, visit the podcastengineeringschool.com and they'll know where to go.
Yeah, I usually put the link in the show notes. And the landing page for the lounge in general is on the website for Podcast Engineering School. So, I mean, all in all, I think it's okay, but here's the thing.
Get Bandrew on here to yell at you.
Yeah, so here's the thing. This is the truth. As I get older, I realize, like, I can sense when something's not right, even if I can't explain it. And even if I don't know the solution, I know that something's not right. And I know with this stream, what I've been doing, something's not right. But I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? It's yeah.
Maybe that's why you ordered that book. Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
You need to stop with the perfectionism. And
I mean, you've done what, 32 episodes I see here, right? Podcast Lounge number 32.
Yeah.
That's 32 weeks so far. I mean, I kind of agree with what they said before. You got to do something for 3 years before it starts getting trained. When I started my show, I had 12 listeners a month. For 4 episodes, I do a month. I had 12 listeners a month. I'm 92 episodes in, so that's what, a year and a half, 2 years in. I'm getting about 400 listeners a month now. So that's like, it's not a lot, but I mean, it's been a slight steady increase the whole time. I didn't get more than 10 listeners an episode for like probably the first 40 episodes I did. So I mean, like, I that was without doing any marketing. Like I said, I post the link when a new episode comes up on Facebook. I do the Instagram posts and everything, and that I don't even know how to tell who subscribes to my show. Like on iTunes, you can't see that information. So I mean, like, it's it's the same. I have the same sort of thing with my show. I'm always like, well, why am I doing this? Like, I'm trying. Is it worth it for me to keep doing it? But I mean, like I said, me and my co-host, we love doing it, so that's why we keep doing it. I don't know if I'm not. I guess I'm trying to promote my show on my show, which is a weird thing. But it's like that's what social media and stuff is great for that too. Do you have an Instagram page for this or anything or no?
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, but I don't post much because.
Oh yeah.
Again, I don't.
Can't you stream this live to Instagram Live too while you're doing it or something or no?
I don't think so. No. But I could be wrong. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might seem like I know what I'm doing, but I literally don't know what I'm doing. Even Bandrew's yelling at me in the chat, which I deserve. Thank you. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Yeah,
he wants to get on and yell at you face to face.
Yeah, what's the stream deck? You want to? Oh, is that just the stream itself? Bandrew, I'll give you a link. So. You want a link to come on the stream, brother? You want to yell at me?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I don't even have my sound clips because my listeners they don't like it. They're bored.
I got man, podcast listeners too. I gotta say they're some of the most finicky, like fickle people about what they won't listen. It's like this guy is like I've heard. I go on like the Reddit subreddit lot for like podcasting and podcasters or whatnot. It's like don't you just hate when a guy pronounces his S's too long when he says S, like for like a half a second too long, unlistenable for a podcast. I'm like, really? That's what you're gonna fucking complain about? Like the way he pronounces his W's, I can't even listen to that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, sorry, that's how someone talks. Like it's crazy.
We got a review once that said we were too book reportish because we.
Oh yeah. There's one.
We're talking about a movie, going through a movie, like.
Yeah, people just because there's so many like options out there for people. I guess they just assume there's one that's absolutely perfect for them, and like they can be as picky as they want because there's 500,000 podcasts. It's
so like you, we just do what we do, and as long as we're having fun, we're gonna keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm emailing Bandrew the link. He said to email him.
Yeah, get in here. Shows how it's done.
It's gonna. The stream's about to get feisty.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what we need, some drama in here.
No, Bandrew's he's gonna kill me. He's gonna really kill me.
I did, a few weeks ago I asked you about this. I did buy it, the Tascam. I haven't had a chance to really play with it yet, but
I didn't see what is it?
Right,
what model?
It's the DR60D MK2.
DR60.
It's really nice. It's got a lot of features. It can do multi-track, but it can record double. So one is at a lower dB than the other, just in case you get too loud. You have a lower version of the recording.
Yeah, Zoom does that too.
Has like a
8.6.
Like the built-in, I don't know, it has a ton of features. I just got it this last week and I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. But the sound of the show might change.
Ooh.
We'll see.
That's always exciting when you're listening to a show and then like you listen to the next episode, it's like, oh, this sounds different. Something's different. They go to a new studio, like, and they don't say anything. You're like, no, you're in a different place now. I know this. This is different. And it's like a marker for like like I've been listening since 2 different sounds ago since they had those episodes. Yeah.
I've been listening since they were doing it on a laptop microphone.
Yeah.
Bandrew, I emailed you on to the geeksrising.com email address from my Fractal. So maybe it went into spam if you didn't get it right away.
It went right into the trash can.
Oh, Billy O's.
He's like, forget this.
Billy O's like, what?
He can't take the yelling that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Oh, you're back, dude.
I'm not touching that no more.
But once I dig into this, I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah. Cool.
I should have pulled out my Blue Yeti for you this week. Is what I should have done.
Oh, see, that's it. Oh, so you reminded me of something. When we talk about technical stuff,
Yeah.
I love it. You love it. You love it. Most people, we lose them.
See, I think if you actually put like we're doing a podcast engineering Q&A during one of these things, the amount of questions I see on podcast on like I don't know about the lounge because it might be loaded, but on like all the other podcast groups I'm in, 90% of the things are technical questions people are looking for answers for. So I mean, I think if, of course, then again, people might just want an answer and not want to have to watch a whole stream for it. I don't know, but like at 9, like I swear to God, every one I'm in, I get notifications for all the groups. And every time I get a notification for what kind of mic should I use? If I'm using this, what kind of DAW should I use? What do you propose? What kind of room should I record in? All this sort of stuff, you know? So, I mean, if you're saying like, we'll be answering your questions live on the stream this week, whatever, you know, I think that would probably get some people to at least ask, or like put your questions in the comment for this, like, you know, link or whatever, and we'll answer them on the show. And then we can go through and answer them on the show if, you know, something like that.
Yeah, and that's a good idea, and that's a completely different stream, different show. Like that's
or if you have like the news setup for the week, you could say, "Hey, here's a few things we're going to talk about. Think of some questions for these or any others for the stream when we go on."
Yeah.
Then they kind of know like, oh, I'm getting into. They're going to talk about, all the different news stuff that you might go through at the beginning. You know what I mean? So they're just not like, oh, look at these 3 dudes just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that all makes sense. I just, oh, here he comes. Oh, can I edit your name? Jeez. All right, here he comes, everybody. He's not live yet. He's in the green room. You guys can see him in the green room?
I can't see him. No.
Oh, I see you, Banjo. And I'm going to click on you in 1 second. But I just want to say that the man you're about to meet on this stream, first of all, you probably already know him, okay? He wants...
I watch his videos all the time.
Oh, he makes great YouTube videos. If you're not subscribed to Podcastage, then... you're dead to me. So
my favorite part is to see how well he can throw the box behind it.
Him throwing the box is great. Anyway, Bandrew Scott, the Bandrew Scott.
My God,
without any sound clips.
Flattering.
I can't play any sound clips.
It's Bandrew's not tonight. Thanks, Chris.
Welcome, Bandrew. So you're talking into that square. What's that? What mic is that again?
Yeah, this is the Austrian Audio OC818.
That
was founded by AKG's old engineers. They left. I don't know if they were fired or if they left of their own volition. But AKG was bought by, what is it, Samsung? The phone maker? They bought Harman Kardon, and Harman Kardon owns AKG. So AKG is owned by the Korean cell phone maker or electronics maker.
Wow.
And then they founded this. So they actually build it in Austria now as opposed to wherever they moved AKG's manufacturing.
Yeah, I looked at that mic. It's $1,000 mic, but here's the sick part. There's two diaphragms in it, right?
Yep.
And then you can switch between pickup patterns, but here's the thing. You can record it in such a way where you can, after you record it, you can switch the pickup patterns. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So that's the crazy thing. It's got the XLR port on the bottom, then on the back, there's a mini XLR port, and you could either go ahead and plug in a Bluetooth controller to control the pads and the polar pattern, so you can set these up as room mics up in the corners and not have to grab a ladder to change it. Or you can run the mini XLR out and record the stereo signal from the front and the back. And then you can actually use like a multi-band type compressor and have different polar patterns at different frequency ranges. It's insane.
Wow. That's deep stuff right there, man.
Yeah, I haven't even played with it because it scares me.
Right? So, all right, Chris. Bandrew, I'm going to assume the position right now.
Yeah, first off, if what is the goal? Is the goal just to are you just trying to make it for live viewers, or do you want there to be replayability to your videos?
When I zoom out, my ultimate purpose, it doesn't matter. I mean,
well, no, your ultimate purpose is you want people to learn about your business. And
exactly.
If you are just limiting that to your live audience, why are you even doing anything? Why, if you aren't going to, especially on YouTube, let me put it this way. YouTube is the second largest search engine, right?
Or the first. Yeah.
First or second. And I just did I hate this when people say right after they say something. I hate that so much. That's one of the things that will make me shut off a podcast. I'm one of those people. They pronounce their S too long. Podcast. So YouTube is one of the biggest search engines. Right now, your titles for your videos are just Podcasters Lounge number 33. Nobody is searching for Podcasters Lounge number 33 because they have no idea what that is. But if they hear in the news, Squadcast is announcing this new feature, they'll go to YouTube or Google and type in that news story to hear people talk about it, find out more about it. So when I'm saying you should consider doing some preparation and having 4 or 5 stories, that's because if you don't do any prep, there's not going to be much replay value there. People will just say, oh, he just talked about what's in the article. He didn't put any thought into how that affects me, what that's going to mean for podcasting in the future. It's just a very top level look. And that's where naming of the videos after the stream comes into play, because that's what's going to be searchable. Update that, update the description, and then add some tags as well. And that doesn't have to take long. That could be 15 minutes. Update the title. What did you talk about? You talked about 4 stories. Put that in the title, the tags, and the description, and put some links in there and all of that. And that will, because right now it seems like the only way that you're really getting any traction on the video is during the live stream, right?
I would think so. Yep. Yeah, I mean, some people were watching it after, but not many. So
yeah, and that's probably coming from the groups you're posting it in.
You mean the live viewers?
The views afterwards.
Oh, the views afterwards? Yeah, I don't know. I don't promote it afterwards.
Yeah,
but I put it on my website. I put a blog post on my website. I embed the YouTube video there. Yeah.
So my thought would be you're just getting viewers from your existing audience.
Yes.
If you're trying to get new members of your school, you need to get outside of that existing audience base. So you need to position this show, if you want to keep doing it, in a way that will lead to other people being able to find it. And right now it's not set up that way.
Right.
There's no discoverability after you hit end.
Right.
And would it?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, would it even be better if we did 4 topics and then I afterwards chopped the video into 4 pieces? And
100%.
Okay.
100%.
So that makes sense. And that, and I also appreciate what you said about preparing more, because that's true. It's like, I just have a bunch of topics and we're just talking, having fun, which is fine, but maybe that's not good enough. Apparently that's not good enough. So preparing more.
I wouldn't say it's not good enough. It's just, like you said earlier, if you were a famous person already, that'd be perfectly fine. But if you have a new viewer coming in and they're looking for information on topic X, and you say, want to talk about topic X, but what about this? What about this first? Oh, let's laugh about this also. And they're not getting enough value probably to say, okay, I'm going to keep watching. Or if the video doesn't start on the topic that they searched for, that will also make them click off. That's why I put timestamps in the show notes of all of my videos. Because if somebody's looking for this test or they want to hear me talk about this topic, I want them to be able to go exactly to that point, because I know that people's attention spans are 5 seconds on YouTube. If they don't get the information that they want right away, they're out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying. And I think from a high level, I mean, you and I talked about previously about me starting to make videos for my school, like making, actual videos on a certain piece of topic or a piece of equipment and all that. That's probably what I should spend my energy doing instead of effing around in a lounge.
That's the next thing I wanted to yell at you about.
Okay. All right.
Because that's where I think people will find your channel the most. You are an expert on podcast engineering. One of the most frequent questions I get is, how do I make my audio sound good? And I don't feel like I'm an authority on that. I can't say set your compressor ratio to this and make sure you're getting this gain reduction with multiple de-essers and then run another compressor and then a saturation and that's your area. It's sorely underrepresented on YouTube. You could fill that niche. You need to make a video. Here's how you compress for podcasts. Get it right, you dopes. And just tell people this is how you do it. Make it clear, make it concise, put it out there. It may take a while to take off, but nobody's doing that well. Nobody is covering that topic well enough in a way that's easily accessible, rather.
Right. Yeah, so that's it. All right, so I hope you're all having fun in the last Podcasters Lounge ever.
No, I don't want you to give up on this if you enjoy doing it, because it is so much fun.
No, but still, it's like it's fun, but it has to serve a purpose and be fun. That's my opinion.
I guess I disagree with that, but it's your life. You have to do what you want to do.
I feel like he broke his pony.
No,
so you think coming on here once a week for 2 hours, taking 3 hours out of my life to screw around?
If you like doing that, I get nothing out of watching the most disgusting films that have ever been made. I get nothing nobody's paying me for that. I'm not getting any additional business. I'm just doing that because I enjoy it. So if you enjoy coming on, if you enjoy golfing, people aren't getting paid to go out golfing for 10 hours on a Saturday.
Yeah, but so, okay, I understand what you're saying, but I think that it's not a correct analogy. Watching movies is fun because you like it and you could talk about it. It's almost like a hobby.
It's fun sometimes.
So when I think about streaming, I don't think of it as a hobby. Like, oh, I just love coming on here. I mean, I'm not like a 15-year-old girl who really looks good and, I want people to this and that.
Now I'm a 15-year-old girl because I like streaming?
No, but if you like
I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time.
If you like it like that, that's good. I don't like it like that. I'm not out.
That's fair.
I'm not out to become, whatever. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I guess it just comes down in my mind. It's marketing, and this isn't working as marketing. So I think I should just do what we all know I should do, which is make my own videos.
Well, you definitely need to make your own videos. That's undeniable. You have to. I don't know how you haven't.
Well, it's because it's all too much for me. Like first of all, I'm running my school, and I have a production company, and I try stuff. I mean, I go to these events.
Yeah.
And I'm doing stuff, and it's a lot. It's not I'm sitting around every day. So it's what's hard for me is to choose what to do and to know what works. So I know what to choose because I don't know. So making videos is a great idea, but I don't know how to make good videos. But I'll learn.
You're not going to make good videos when you start. You just have to, you have to know that. And you just have to, you can't sit there and think, well, it's not good enough yet. You just need to, as long as the information is correct and you're not just saying, yeah, the compressor, you want it to be blue because it'll make your sound +4. You need to actually be good information, but the video won't be good. It'll take you a long time to make a good video. I still don't think I make good videos. And I've been at it for a total of 14 years. I still don't think I'm good enough. I look at these other people, I'm like, holy smokes.
No,
you're never done.
Are great, dude. Because you get to the point, you do what you do, and it doesn't need to be, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to be more flashy or whatever. Like, you're doing a great job, man. You're bringing the goods.
There's different schools of thought there. There's different schools of thought with YouTube, and I feel like I'm just bogarting this entire thing. Feel free to jump in if anybody else wants to talk.
Well, no, we were talking, but now it's your turn to yell. So
okay,
yeah,
I'm enjoying Bandrew's snot. Drop some knowledge on us.
So, sorry, go ahead.
By the way, this is Podcasters Lounge number Hurdy Who. I love when you do that, dude. It's one of my favorites.
85. 85. What was this? There's different schools of thought. Yes, I get right to the point and I just say, here's the information, here are the tests, bye. But that doesn't give the audience much time to connect with me. They don't really understand or get who I am. They don't make that same connection with me as they do with a vlogger, where they feel like they know that person so well. Then when that vlogger goes and starts a podcast, or if they go start a merch company, their audience follows them. But when I go try to start something else, nobody cares. It's amazing how low the conversion rate is from podcastage to my podcast. You would think there would be some correlation there. Hey, it's about audio, and I'm talking about some audio and YouTube stuff here. They don't care because they don't have that connection to me. So if you've seen maybe the last couple of months, I've started to add in a little bit more goofiness, a little bit more of my sense of humor, just because it got a little stale for me. It's a little bit more fun. And then hopefully people will say, hey, I actually kind of like him as a person as well, not just as some place to go for microphones. That way they will be interested in other stuff that I'm doing. So those are the two different schools of thought. Yeah, it is good to just get right to the information, but then you're giving up the benefit of making that, I guess, personal connection with the audience.
Right.
So I don't know.
No, I hear you on that one, man. It's not easy. You know, it's just, it's almost like we're trying to chase these or trying to be more like these people who have huge audiences. And I mean, it seems to be, I don't know. It's a lot of younger people, like the YouTubers who have the massive audiences, right? Most of their audience is just young people, right? It's like fun and goofy and right, or no? Mm-hmm. Like who's one? PewDiePie? That's a guy's name?
Yeah. I watch PewDiePie. I'm not a young person.
Yeah.
Okay, but why do you watch him? Is he funny? Like I don't even know that guy.
I think he's funny, but the thing that really drew me in is when he got a lot of hatred from the media. I was like, what is this guy saying that's so bad? And then I was like, it doesn't seem that bad. Doesn't seem like he's as bad as they're making him out to be.
So we need to get you in the media. All right, sorry.
No, please, no.
I heard you say Nazi things. I'm reporting that.
Shit. Yeah. No, I don't think I could handle cancel culture. So, God damn. I knew this was a bad idea. I shouldn't have come on and yell.
A podcaster,
this one's gonna get a lot of views,
from the southern United States was arrested today.
Wall Street Journal. This is all taken out of context. Don't listen to Billy O. He's a liar.
You were born in the Ukraine, weren't you? Admit it.
No, definitely not.
That should be your title when it's done. Bandrew Snot, born in the Ukraine.
See, Gary, great comment. Dude, Rick Beato is an amazing YouTube expert, and he's older and has actually spoken about the challenge. He's now over 1 million. Yeah, let me tell you something about Rick Beato. That guy is a freaking rock star, okay? He's engineered a gold record. He's got a platinum record, I think, and he knows more about music theory than almost everyone on the planet, and he has so much knowledge in his brain that he just gives it out, and he applies to not only audio engineers, but musicians, young people who are musicians. Like, his audience is wide. I mean, me talking about EQ and compression and saturation, I'm just saying that he has a broader audience to watch and listen than
Chris,
someone like me does.
But you can't compare yourself to that. Like, I do a movie podcast, but I'm not going to compare myself to some, big, huge star that's in Hollywood and they get to talk to, big actors and directors and stuff. And I'm just this guy that's around my dining room table going, oh, why can't I be like them? That's kind of like apples to oranges.
It's more comparing the niche, though. That's all I'm saying. The niche.
Chris, yeah. I think you are completely wrong in that. Okay. Because think about how many people record podcasts. Think about how many people record YouTube videos. Think about how many people run home studios. What do they need to know? They need to know how to compress their audio. They need to know how to EQ their audio. When I first started Podcastage, I did not think anybody gave a crap about microphones. But then when I thought about it, every single YouTuber needs a microphone. Every single podcaster needs a microphone. And what does not every kid, but the majority of kids in America now want to do? Didn't a poll come out saying number 1 was become a YouTuber? They're all going to be looking at, what microphone do I get for this? What camera do I get for this? And then when they get a little bit further in, they'll say, how do I make my sound better? And that's where you come in.
Hopefully they'll say that.
Hopefully.
Not to, when I started, we talked long ago after I started, Chris, and your show is what helped me try to get my show to sound better. And Bandrew, I watch his videos to go, oh, what some, not super duper expensive mics that are going to sound good to get me to where I need to be. So, I mean, that's
awesome.
You
handoff.
You have that niche for podcasters to be able to, the knowledge to spread to them.
And YouTube is one of the worst sounding places I've ever been.
Yeah.
YouTube needs you.
Yeah.
You're the hero that YouTube needs. I don't know if it deserves you. It's a pretty wretched place, but it needs you, Chris.
I don't know. Sometimes I think I need like a producer or something.
Pay for my health insurance and I'll do it. That's it.
Someone to tell me what to do, when to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and
I'm sure we could all just tell you what to do, when to do it. Just
yeah.
Produce my podcast right now, Chris. Yeah. Produce it right now.
See, I wish I could play a sound clip, but I can't anymore because my listeners are lashing back at me.
Yeah, and the person who said that, who told you that, are they in the chat even this week? Are they even listening this week?
Of course not.
Well, then what? What they think? Why would you listen to somebody who's not here anymore? They're going to tell you what to do, and then they're not even going to listen. Like,
Barry's your co-host. You can't just kick Barry out.
And how many people complained? Was it just the one? Because I saw that tweet. Was it just the one?
Well, in the past, one other person complained in the past.
So 2 people don't like fun. Screw them.
Yeah. By the way, I wish every week on my show, I tell people, I give them all the chances in the world to email. Tell me what they want to hear. Tell me what they like, what they don't like about the show. I've yet to get anybody to even give me feedback on my show. And you're getting, you have 8 viewers and someone's giving you feedback. Lucky you. I can't even get people to engage with me, man. I give them multiple opportunities every show. Like, if you guys like what we just talked about, go ahead and email us. Let me know if I won't talk about it anymore or not. Nobody so far has ever contacted me about it. And you've got a 25% return rate on your listeners giving you feedback. That's good. That's a good thing.
I'm going to give you some This is a very secret tip that I learned the hard way. If you want audience engagement and emails, just pronounce a very easy to pronounce word incorrect. I have never. If you look at my video on how to start a podcast in 11 steps, I apparently say podcast as podcast. The top 100 comments are nothing but people typing podcast. Or in one video, I called impedance impotence.
That's a good one.
I get so many. So if you want audience interaction, that's a good way to open up the gate. Just mispronounce a few words here and there.
I've got like a built-in speech impediment. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why that doesn't help me. I feel like,
Oh, jeez.
It's a trick of the trade.
Yeah.
I think.
Gary's going crazy in the chat here. What's he got saying here?
Yeah, Gary's laughing.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Gary. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
If you want us to look at anything, put a link in there, dude.
Email Billy and let him know how he's doing.
Email Billy, please.
Tell me what's wrong with my show. Yeah.
See, he's gotten to know you more in 15 minutes than maybe 60 videos. Bandrew, that's what Gary said about you.
Wow.
All right, Gary, should we start asking Bandrew about his youth, his his high school?
I grew up in Rachel, Nevada, near Area 51, and that's pretty much all I can share. The rest is classified.
I don't think that's true, actually. I don't believe that.
I don't think that's true.
I don't believe that. Is that really true?
No. Of course
That's what
not.
I thought. Okay, good.
No.
All we know is that you're in New Mexico. That you will admit. Or
No, I won't. I'm not in New Mexico. I'm in Alaska. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man, I was wrong then.
New
Jeez.
Mexico? You fell for the oldest trick in the book, Chris. You fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Jeez.
That's YouTube 101.
Yeah. You never let that information out.
Oh, man. See, people actually know the city I live in, but anyway.
That's why I live in Alaska.
Yes.
Yeah.
I live in Chicago. I dare you to find me here.
You'll even walk out in the street and wave your hand.
Yeah. 7 million people. Go ahead. Find me.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. First, I want to say, Bandrew, thanks for jumping on and giving us all some really great information and me some good feedback. I appreciate it, brother.
Call me whenever you need somebody to yell at you. Happy to do so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like my life. I feel like my life is going like this. Like, you know what? I'll show you. Let me show you one thing. Hold on. One thing I'm going to show you. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to show you.
Wait for it.
I'm going to show you. That's not it.
Wait for it.
I'm going to show you.
Done up. Done up.
Stay on
Why is the screen
target.
white? How do we turn it dark?
It's away.
Okay, here's what I'm going to show you. And I wish I could turn the... Okay, you see this? You
Yeah.
see this?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can see, right? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a line here. And then I'm going to draw another line. Oops. What happened? Oh, for the love of Pete. Name the movie, anyone?
Not a clue.
For the love of Pete?
Pete's
that
Dragon?
Isn't that Dumb and Dumber?
I don't remember that
He's
line.
like, for the love of...
I don't.
Anyway. So this was it. Okay? This is what Bitcoin was doing. It was in this little descending wedge, bouncing around from June 26th of this year, Goes up and down, and it got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And what they say, when it gets closer to the end, it's either going to break down or it's going to break up. And somehow,
can I just criticize the analysts really quick?
Yeah.
At this point, the price is either going to go up or down.
Yeah,
I could say that about anything.
No. This is a pattern. This wedge is a pattern. It's a well-known pattern in investing in charts.
Okay.
This is science. There's science behind this. It's
sort of like an algorithm, like you're saying,
and history too.
Yeah,
and history too, and the markets, everything. This isn't just it's either going to go up or down. It's like typically when it gets to the end of one of these flags, it does break up or down. That's what it does. Because right in the meantime, in the middle, it's consolidating and it's sort of settling down, getting ready for the next move. Either goes up or down. So anyway, you could see the last 2 days it went way down. So you should buy some Bitcoin maybe if you want to. This is not investing.
How much is Bitcoin right now? 8,364. Am I seeing there, or 8,368?
Yeah, that's one Bitcoin is worth.
Oh, that's one. Okay, yeah, I'll get right on it. I'll buy 10. Yeah.
Well, no, you could buy 0.00002.
Oh, you could buy like fractions of Bitcoins?
Oh, hell yeah. You can invest $20 in Bitcoin.
Oh.
Yeah. If you want.
So are you saying that your life is a lot like Bitcoin?
My life, I feel like I'm right around here. What day is this? September 22nd. I feel like it's September 22nd.
So you're saying that at your life there's either going to be a big upswing or a big downswing?
That's what I feel. Or something, or a sideways. Maybe not up or down, maybe a right turn or a left turn.
What do I need to do to help ensure that it's not a downward swing?
It's not going to be downward. It can't really be downward. Okay. I'm not going to implode.
Okay, good.
No, that's like
that would be pretty cool to see though.
That's
as long as we're doing it live here.
Yeah, make sure it's on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You, just imagine how many views you'd get on that one.
Did you guys see Dave Jackson's recent video about? He talks about people who podcast drunk.
I've seen people podcast drunk before.
He's so funny.
My co-host has done it drunk a couple times.
I mean, I don't drink, but I'll podcast drunk next week if that'll get views for you guys.
No, that's not what he was saying.
I'll give out all sorts of good advice. Podcasts where I just did them completely drunk when I drank.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what episode?
It's not on this show. No, this was back in 2012 or 2013.
Oh my.
Recorded 5 episodes in 5 months. And it took that long because every single time we'd be like, yeah, we just need to loosen up a little bit. And then we would end up hammered drunk about 30 minutes in, and it would just be a train wreck.
Oh.
I'll find those and never publish them.
No, don't
I'll send them to Dave. Publish them and put them on, what is it? Podcasters Rodeo? Podcast Rodeo. See how long Dave Jackson can handle it.
Yeah. I haven't listened to that show in a while. So Bandrew, thank you. I think we should sign off. It's been more than 2 hours. So Billy O, thank you so much, brother. Everybody go listen to the Billy O show and email this guy, please.
Yeah.
Not kidding. All right, and Brad Hargis from the Cinema Guys, dude.
Thank you.
I don't even know what to say. Brad Hargis is here on the stream. Has anyone fully grasped that yet, even after 2 hours?
I haven't even grasped it yet. So
Jesus.
I've just been hanging on for as long as I can.
All right. Well, so I don't have any music. I don't have any Barry. So thank you to those two people. Hope you enjoyed this.
I might be able to play some music for you. I don't know if this will work or not.
Oh, dude, yeah. Hold on, you could share the screen, dude, too. You might need to share the screen in order to share the audio.
I just need to change.
Wow.
He needs to get off of that one site first, and then
yeah.
Hey-o. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby.
Good way to play it off.
Oh, yeah. Talk to me. All right, that's it. We're out. Thanks for joining us. Sorry about all the therapy you heard, but
we'll get it figured out.
It was good.
Yeah.
We'll see you for the Lounge 33.
This has been a wait, what is it, production? God, I can't remember.
This has
It's
been
been
a
a-
Geeks Rising production. Your
has been a-
executive producer, Andrew Scott. For more information, head over to www.geeksrising.com.
Email
.com.
Billy O for more
No.
information.
Yeah. Email Billy O with all your questions and comments.
And your pronunciation of the T in the .com at the end is perfect, dude.
Oh,
Even with
Perfect.
Bandrew, even with the pitch. Oh wait,
Mhm.
I'm kidding.
That's somebody else doing that.
It's someone else's voice. Yeah, it's not a pitch thing. All right.
and the correct answer is this has been a podcast engineering school production.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
That's what you
Yeah.
need. You need to
Yeah.
have a little outro bumper for
Yeah.
this.
All right. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Brandon. I think Brandon already ran. Thank you, everybody who joined. That's it. I'm gonna hit the button.
Uh-oh.
Any last words?
All right, we'll see ya.
See you later.
You're done.
All right.